Hello everyone, Shadefire here, and today I'm taking a first impressions look at Parasite Eve 2. So, despite the fact that I've completed Parasite Eve 1 multiple times, and just completed the LP of it, I've never played Parasite Eve 2, I've never even watched someone else play Parasite Eve 2, so I don't really know very much about what actually happens in it. However, I have looked into kind of how it plays and everything. Also, I'm going to say that I've tried screwing around with various settings in here, and no matter what I did, the text font seems to always come out slightly distorted. I think that's just because it's a bad font, and not because of anything emulator related. But it's not unreadable or anything. You know, it's not quite as bad as the map screen in the first game. Nearly 3 years have passed since the tragic loss of life during the incident in Manhattan. I like that these are just the art for the enemies from the first game. Since then, I've quit the force and become an NMC hunter based in LA. So yeah, I guess this is where the term NMC came into use. I caught the creatures as they headed west from New York. So I guess this answers my question also of, were there no more creatures in the city after Eve was gone? Because it's not like they were tied directly to her. We never saw any of the mutant mitochondria that created Eve again. The creatures' numbers were dwindling. So I guess there are just a bunch of mutated creatures that all left New York and wandered into the countryside. The end of my struggle was in sight. It's gonna see every face in these targets until one chilly, late summer evening. There she is, looking pretty high detail for a PS1. At least for the face. What's the matter, Aya? Got something against little girls? I'm just not in the zone today. Well? Had enough for now? I'm ready for more, or that's enough. I guess this is gonna be a tutorial on how to shoot, so let's try this. Let's do it. Music. Okay, we get to pick. Seems like a good one. Choose a weapon. Okay, M93R. So we got our burst M9 here. Okay. Level. Alright, this seems to be a whole thing. Level 1, please. Back to basics, eh? Nav system's up. Oh, wow, okay. Again, the combat system in this game is very different. It's much less RPG-esque. Program start. Press square to search for a target. Take aim when a target appears. Press square once more to aim at a target. Wait, what? Square to search for a target, square to aim at a target. And then shoot with R1. Okay. Square to switch targets. Oh, there's only one target there. So I can't, like, hold square and then she'll snap to the next thing when it pops up. If you're carrying extra rounds and your magazine runs out, fire your weapon to reload. However, by attaching ammo to your armor, you can choose when to reload your magazine. What? That seems to be a little confusing. Okay, so we have pistol ammo equipped to our shoulder holster? Alright. Quick change targets by pressing left or right while holding square. Okay, but as soon as you destroy a target, you can no longer quick switch. That's weird. Alright, now we gotta do it just on our own. So, well, I actually missed that one. You gotta be pretty quick. Yeah, I can't just hit, like, square and then R1. It's like square, then you have to wait a second, then R1. Because I think you can fire without being locked on. I don't know how I'm supposed to... Oh. I don't know how I'm supposed to reload in this without missing a target. Because the gun fires 3-round burst whether you want it to or not. I wonder, can I... No, I can't even move over to my pistol to adjust it. Alright, so I think this is just shoot as many targets as you can in the time. Oh, I could have still shot that one. Also, left stick turns her head. Alright. So I think that's just like a minigame, like we can just, you know. Okay, so still tank controls though, you know, you gotta rotate. But it's a little more fluid because you can actually run in a circle. Alright, let's take a look around. I don't know if the soundtrack's gonna be as good in this game as it was in the first one. Don't know if it was the same composer. Like, this sounds like... the police station music, but worse. Just like the intro video there had a track that sounded worse than the version in the first game. Pierce. That was Hal, I presume? Bullseye. Looks like the doo-doos really hit the fan. At the Akropolis Tower downtown. The Akropolis Tower? I just went to a clearance sale there last week. Not on the route, I bet? Hal wants, Supervising Agent Baldwin wants you there in 10 minutes ago. I don't know why I said Baldwin. This really does involve NMCs, right? Last time I checked out a creature sighting, it was just a salesman in a fluffy chicken suit. No such luck this time. They've already called in SWAT. Alright already. I'm going. So, wherever there's NMCs, there I am. So at this point, it's not like Aya is the only one who can do this, because these NMCs presumably don't cause people to spontaneously combust like Eve did. She's just one of multiple agents for this organization. Firearms. Control. Is this where I just was? Nope. Got a lady in a bright green suit. Hiya, Aya. Pronouncing things completely wrong here. Use your BP here to arm and equip yourself. Bring along some tablets too, just in case. What'll it be? What are BP? Huh? You must be really wiped out. BP stands for bounty points. They're kind of bonus hunters like yourself can earn. You receive credits depending on the type of NMC you hunt. So yeah, I guess my Dino Crisis 2 comparisons here are accurate because there's also a currency you get by fighting enemies that you can shop with. So I wonder if we come back here regularly? Okay, so there's an M4 and a shotgun. Can't afford either. Haven't fought any NMCs yet. Buckshot, rifle, batteries, fuel. Turtle vest. Combat armor. Blinds enemies in front of you. Weird. every gun uses a certain caliber ammo. That's why the ammo is in different colored boxes. I mean, like, duh, right? So why did Pierce try to put 9mm PB in a revolver? Wait, is PB just them shortening Parabellum? Oh. Ready to go? I guess I'm ready. I don't think there's much I can do here at Mist headquarters. Great, I'll open the gate. Watch yourself out there. Wow, that's Aya's car. I guess it's an upgrade from a cop car. So yeah, I was under the impression that most of this game takes place in like a desert town. So this must be a separate area before that, in Los Angeles. Well, that's unfortunate. Aya stares blankly into the fire. Oh, weird. I thought this was a cutscene, but it's just like a weirdly trimmed, moving screen. Special Agent Aya Brea. I'm with the FBI Mist Unit. Mist? Oh, right. You're cleared for entry. Go right in. What's the situation? Situation? It's out of control. We had a team on the roof before we lost contact, and now our helicopter's down. The military better get here soon. Really disorienting and kind of weird because I feel like it's kind of moving more fluidly than it's trying to. So there's kind of that stutter stop look to the backgrounds. That was the helicopter. Sad. No survivors. I can't run. Special Agent Brea, FBI. Just call me Brea. Everybody does. What's the situation on the roof? Well, SWAT went in about 10 minutes ago, but we seem to have lost contact. Any civilians inside? They're all already been evacuated. They were yelling about creatures. I see. Thank you. Be careful in there. Oh, I hope that the game doesn't have a lot of those camera angles, because that looks real janky now. Sergeant, an FBI agent just entered the building. That hunter from Mist, right? Mist, Sergeant? Yeah, haven't you heard of him? Damn rookies. They're monster hunters. They formed after the NY blockade incident 3 years back. Seems weird that if the only creatures are the ones that were created in New York, that LA would have a department to deal with them. I guess it's just a subdivision of the FBI, so their headquarters just happens to be in LA. Alright, so here we are. In-game. Okay, so you can't move and aim. Weirdly, you also can't, like, free aim. You can see her head is moving, but I think it's just if I press square, she would snap to a target in the direction that you're looking. Oh. My god. It's a pretty tough glass if there's that many bullet holes in it. This was SWAT? A stench of gunpowder and blood. Bodies lying atop each other. SWAT's the best, and still... Well, I mean, they were clearly not killed by creatures. Not one survived this. If they were all full of bullet holes. It's a map of the rooftop. It shows the room layout. I'll enter it into my GPS. Alright. So, already looking distinctly different. Nope. Well, there's our first creature. Again, from what I understand, the enemies in this game are primarily not animals, they are artificially created mitochondrial creatures. Agent Brea? You're there, good. This is Baldwin. What? SWAT? I see. It's unusual for NMCs to do this kind of damage. We need more information. Just use sufficient caution. So that's interesting. They actually did change the phone so that she actually says something. You know, she gives a report instead of just generic call and save. Press X to ascend or descend stairs and ladders. Okay, so this was before they could do... There's something on the bench. This is before they could do real stairs. Just like in Resident Evil games, they couldn't have you just freely walk up and down. A SWAT ammunition box. It's filled with 9mm rounds. I'll just borrow some of these. Okay. So there's just infinite ammo supplies, so we don't have to worry about, like, getting ammo from enemies in the same way. Also, we get a lot of ammo. Alright, so where's our first NMC gonna be? Something ripped through his polymer vest and disemboweled him. Such incredible power. I mean, that seems more typical for an NMC. I can see an escalator in there. An automatic door. It won't open. The electricity's been turned off. Okay. Is this... This looks like a ledge, but I guess it's not. Oh, there's a door here. Gate has been barred from the other side. Yeah, it's weird to see Aya in such casual clothes now. Extreme blood loss and trauma. His skin, it's still a little warm. Okay, some healing items. Or a healing item. Okay. Hitting triangle brings up your PE powers. So yeah, I guess you can just cast them in real time now. As like offensive and healing abilities. It won't open. It must be locked from the other side. Alright. So yeah, I think this is the kind of game where we just need to kind of shoot and then run out of the way. Alright, so if you try to shoot before she's turned towards the thing you've locked on, you'll just shoot at nothing. Little goblin. So yeah, I guess you count as being in a battle once an enemy has your sight. So it's a weird kind of system. FBI? Everything's gonna be okay. Oh, no. She was declaring that she was FBI. They're not what they seem. Well, that's a familiar sound from the first game. So you're saying they're not weird little goblins? No good. He's gone. Parthenon Cafe. I don't believe this. It's locked. I cannot believe this door would be locked. It's crazy. There's a woman in there. Looks like a civilian. How could she just sit there in the middle of all this? Maybe that woman is not what she seems. Like the SWAT officer said. There's falafel all over the floor. Whoever was eating here, they must have left in a hurry. I guess Parthenon would be a Greek place. A gyro left half eaten. Weirdly specific about the food. Alright, so that's a lot of locked doors. And there's one more elevator hall I haven't opened. I should check out the roof first. Alright. So I guess guns in this are going to be more significant than they were in the first game. Because in the first game, they really were just a couple types that were just essentially different groups of stats more than anything. They didn't feel distinctly different from each other. But here, since you actually have to shoot them, I guess they would be different. Do we have... Okay, now I can actually look at my whole menu. Pyrokinesis, combustion, revive, experience cost. Okay, so I guess the idea is she doesn't have access to all these powers right now, so she has to revive them with experience. So we have fire, water, earth, and wind. I guess each one is different kind of specialties. Obviously fire would be attack abilities. Water looks like healing. Alright. Well, let's try blasting the next guy we see with some fire. See how that works.
Freeze.
Oh, okay, I don't have to talk. Never mind, that was the only voice line. Are you hurt? Nothing serious. I'll be okay. Where's the rest of the SWAT team? All over the floor? Didn't you see them? Those things? They killed everyone. Everyone. All except this lady, civilian. She didn't make the chopper. If I wasn't wounded... Please, you gotta go save her. Where is she? Probably still in the cafeteria. Please. Alright, guess I should have gone in here first. Watch your back. Also, that surface is like weirdly reflective that you can see her so clearly from that far away. So yeah, this, it doesn't seem bad so far. Again, I think my opposition to playing this game was kind of silly in hindsight. Just because it wasn't like the first one. But I was less open about games when I was a kid than I am now. Okay, how did I get there? It's through here, right? Excuse me, miss. I'm here to save you. Ma'am, you're safe now. I'm with the FBI. I'm gonna get you out of here. She wasn't fine at all. She was dead the whole time. I guess she really wasn't what she seemed. She really had chicken arms the whole time? Well, I'm glad they still have these transformation cutscenes. Horse noise, eh? That's not what I would have expected from Critter. Like wires stuck to its chest. Alright, so this is a big one. Oh, that's cool. That did some good damage. 140. Okay, so I think when it flashes like that, it's a crit. And she seems to have a lot of trouble getting past that table. And its eye fell out? Item obtained. Okay, some healing item. So yeah, I guess that was an artificial neo-mitochondrial creature. I've never seen this type of creature before. Odd. Some kind of metal implant behind the ear cavity. What's this? I mean, there's also all kinds of weird, like, metal plates in its chest. Aya, get down! It's a very large gun. Well, there go my bounty points. You can thank me later. Never seen this kind before. New species? They can mimic human form. What? It was disguised. No, transformed. A wounded SWAT officer asked me to come rescue her. SWAT? If you say so, Aya. There's more of them. We're gonna need bigger guns. Aya, call Mist for backup now. Right, watch yourself. Maybe that SWAT officer was also one of them. Alright, that's what happened when I tried to examine the door. I just got a bunch of gunshots. Rupert can handle this, so I'll go call for backup. Okay, so you do still have to be in a battle. God damn it. I gotta get used to waiting. Also, I keep trying to aim with R1, but it's square and then R1. And she does stay tracking on the current enemy that you have selected. Well, it seems not too difficult to avoid getting hit by these guys. Still doing it. At least I don't have to worry about running out of ammo. Yeah, so as soon as you stop running, she'll try to snap back to the enemy you have selected. Gotta say, the battle music isn't really much of anything so far. Okay, some pepper spray. Don't know how that works. It says it's a defense item, so don't know if it's something I can only activate when I get grabbed, or if it's just something I can use whenever. Or maybe there's a specific button for it. Key item. Looks a lot like an FBI badge, but isn't. Can I just reload? Okay, that's current equipped weapon. I have no other armor. Okay, so the GPS is not built in, it's just something attached to my thing right now. And I could also equip the pepper spray as an object. So clearly I want armor with more slots than just the 3 I have now. I guess it's safe to assume that the helicopter was taken down by one of the civilians on there being one of these. I did glance through some of the enemy entries on the wiki, just out of curiosity. And it seems like they have names like Stranger. So, they're actually, like, uniquely named creatures instead of just like Bat, T-Rex. Locked from the other side. Alright, where does that really leave me to go then? Cafeteria I can't go back in. Forked Road is red. Oh, I guess the phone is where I'm going. Right. I was like trying to get back down to the ground floor, but I guess you can just call them. A new species mimicking human form. At sea. I'm sorry, but I can't send support. All our hunters are in the field. That's right. This may not be much help, but you have clearance to use any discarded weapons you find. Use them well, that is all. Agent Carradine has something transferring. I heard what happened. What's up with those shape-changing NMCs? That implant you picked up might tell us a few things. Be sure to bring it back. But be careful, Aya. Alright, well, where does that leave me to go now? Should warn Rupert and then beat a quick retreat. That's a helpful thing to have an objective marker now. Well, not marker, but just something that says, hey, this is what I should be doing. Since this is more of a directed kind of game instead of a dungeon crawl. I don't know what she's aiming at. Oh. Well, these are regular NMCs. Very slow rats. I'm glad she reloads at the end of a battle, so I never have to, like, go into the inventory and manually do it. So yeah, this seems actually pretty cool so far. It's a very different game, but not really in a bad way. It's just its own thing. I do wish my starting weapon was not a burst pistol, though. Okay, I got poison there, but it looked like it ran out on its own. Ooh. It's a very gross pink one. Looks like shooting him in the back actually does crit. It's weird, I haven't really taken much damage yet. They seem pretty easy to avoid. Another SWAT. He's soaked in blood. These tooth marks look human. There's something here. And recovery 1. Nothing else here. A deep fryer. A drink dispenser. Just look at everything. A fridge. There's an ampule inside. Alright. I wonder if that boosts the PE powers? Or, you know, gives us our PE energy back. Which is just called MP now, so a lot more clear. Rupert, are you back here somewhere? Weird graffiti. What, you mean the music notes? My tea means more to you than anything else. What? What? There's a short musical score. For for a puzzle, mayhaps? Flashlight. Okay. So we need 2 keys for that. Wow, these are extremely hard to see. They're super dark. Oh, I can probably turn up the brightness. There we go. It's neat that they've got these little, like, interact screens. A SWAT member. Someone survived. What's that he's doing? Is he setting up a bomb? Alright. So whatever we need to do in there requires 2 keys. It also seems more elaborate now what you're actually doing in an area besides just like, go here, get a key, get to the next area. Poseidon's Fountain. Alright. This leads back to Forked Road. I like double reloaded there because I tried to reload at the end of the battle. Something, yeah, we already looked at that. I could turn it on if I could find the power supply. Well, I haven't found any keys. So this just led back to where we started. Doesn't seem like there's anything else I can get to from here. Everything just needs keys. But all I've got is the Parthenon key. I guess I didn't look over on the other side. Just in case there's anything on the ground. And that's where I came from, right? Okay, so that just opens up those 2 paths, so everything's connected. So where do I want to go now? Seems like I have to get the power on, which means probably that computer. Back here. But, like, unless the Parthenon key goes here, don't really know what I'm doing. Is there anything else here? No, it doesn't look like anything else is interactable on this thing. And it's the only thing on this whole desk I can touch. Alright, well, let's try jamming one of these keys in. It wouldn't be the metallic implant, right? No? It looks like there's an on and off setting. Okay. Maybe I missed a key on the ground. Also nice that enemies don't seem to respawn. Alright, is there a key in here somewhere? There's an oven. Nothing here. I mean, the first game had, you know, things would have a little orange sparkle when you could pick them up, so I don't know if that'll be the case here. We haven't really seen anything interactable yet. There's like something on top of this shelf, but I think that's just a bug. A literal bug, not a game bug. What about this magazine? That looks interactable. A scientific journal. It's open to a feature article on mitochondria. Sure. Okay, so it doesn't look like there's anything else there. So the question mark makes me think these are for something unrelated. Like, those are things we bring back to base to have them do something with. What about these lockers? No, they're all blocked off. Well, I'm only this far in and I'm already getting stumped by a key puzzle. An emergency manual when terrorists attack. In the event of a terrorist attack, exits can be barred from the outside. It's a very good hint. Oh, alright. Well, I thought that was like a whiteboard kind of thing. But apparently it was a key case. Alright, so that should have turned some of the power on. Don't want to go too long with this, but I would like to hit like a decent boss or something before we call it. I would also like to LP this game at some point. Not right away, because again, prefer not to do games in the same series too close together, unless they're Resident Evil. And I've got a good amount of other stuff I want to get to, including some stuff from series that I have already done before, and one PC classic that I have not played ever. As well as maybe another classic PC horror sci-fi RPG. There's a lot of stuff on my to-do list for the next few months. Oh, finally got hit. Also, the weird thing about this burst pistol is that the last part of the burst only gives you 2 shots because it's 20 rounds. I think the Raffica's default magazine capacity is 18. A SWAT member's body. No good. There's no pulse. The armor he's wearing isn't so badly damaged. Sure, let's take his body armor. Sorry, I'll just borrow this. Now I wonder, does her outfit actually change when you equip armor? Okay. So they don't actually have defense, they just give you more health. It has 7 attachment slots. Let's do the ammo and the GPS. A heal. So I can put the tonfa in there. I wonder if that means that I can just switch to it quickly? Pepper spray. Okay, stim is just a status of medicine. Yeah, so I guess to use these things in battle, they have to be in your vest, otherwise you can't use them at all? Okay, so it costs 750 if I want to unlock, I think, any of these. Alright. Let's carry on, make some more progress. Also looks like, no, she does not get a new outfit. I don't know what these are. Big fellas. Fire seems generally effective, though, compared to how much my bullets do. Oh, he's got long arms. It's like a Bandersnatch from Code Veronica. I don't know if I'm hitting him. Yeah, so they have like cybernetic parts attached to them as well. So I think these are created in a lab or something as, you know, BOWs. Alright, fair bit tougher. Oop, I think I skipped something there. Yeah, so I think we can use those fine. It's just in battle we can't use our regular inventory. His body armor is shredded. I'm starting to worry about this. Okay, submachine gun. Sorry, I'll just borrow this. Remember, you are OSP, on-site procurement. Okay, submachine gun. Rate of fire is lower. It's got more range, and it weighs a lot more. Uses the same ammo, though, so there's no reason not to switch to it. Battery. I wonder... Oh, okay, it's got the flashlight, so the flashlight has some kind of stun ability. Don't know how to use it, but I've got it. I guess there must be a secondary fire or something? Freeze, federal agent. Alright, just leaps through the window. Rupert, you're hurt. Don't worry about me. What was that thing? I was gonna ask you. Bastard jumped from the ceiling. You called for backup? Backup's a no-go. Everyone's in the field. Well then, I guess you'll have to go after that thing. Alright. Be careful, Aya. I've got a bad feeling about this. Okay, there's the red key. The music changed. Hmm? This... Nagita... Recapture is impossible. It's going to be New York all over again. Yes, sir. All evidence will be destroyed. Mist won't be a problem, sir. Number 9 will create a diversion. Working with the terrorists. Alright, you probably could have apprehended him, Aya, before he locked the door behind him. There's a bust of the building's owner here. His achievements in genetics are arrogantly carved into the plate. I bet he didn't do half the research he takes credit for. A regular Hans Klomp here. Someone planted a bomb. The way she said that. Or the implication of how she intoned it. Must be locked from the other side. So, Aya, do you want to do something about that bomb? What if it's booby-trapped? Bomb's been planted here. I don't know how to defuse it. We're just gonna pretend we didn't see the bomb. Well, silkworms. Okay, yeah, so R2 is just secondary fire. MP boost. Okay, that's probably just an MP heal then. Rupert, we got a bomb problem. You know how to defuse a bomb? Oh no, he's gone. I can't tell him about the bomb. Damn it, Rupert. The Book of Lamentations. For the most part, parasites are unaware of their dependent role. K. Fabine. Alright. It's kind of a weird thing to have just on this, lively, if artificial, flowers. To have on this, like, pulpit here. Probably a weird place to get married on the, like, 30th floor or whatever of a commercial building, it seems to be. Alright, so there's the bridge. But I would want to go back and use that key. Well, let's just go a little farther and I think we'll just end it instead of finding out what that key is for. Ah! Many leeches. Oh, they do a lot of damage. So I take it you're not supposed to go through there, is what they were telling you. Until you can drain the water, probably. Because I could not target them and do damage. Alright, well, since I died and went all the way back, I think we're going to call it here for Parasite Eve 2. But that's a first look at it. And I think I would like to play this at some point. I'd like to see where this goes and find out what all that stuff from that intro cutscene was. You know, there's someone named Eve. Anyhow, yeah, this is pretty cool. I will LP it at some point, probably this year. You know, not too long, but not in the next few months. So until then, I've been Shadefire, this is Parasite Eve 2, and I hope you will join me in the future for Aya's continuing mitochondrial adventures. Until then, take care, everyone.